my honor, and I'm so proud to give this prestigious award to City of Columbus. We're very, very excited for all that you do.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome to the City of Columbus Public Health Department and the City of Columbus Toastmasters Club home. My name is Gene Bailey. I serve as Division H Hillside Division Director in District 40 in Toastmasters International. It gives me great honor and privilege to welcome you this morning, and we would like to share a personal note today. 5 years ago today, I gave my icebreaker speech, which is our first speech in Toastmasters. That speech with fear and trembling, wanting to hide behind the lectern, has been overcome now with this Toastmaster system. I want to personally thank publicly Dr. Teresa Long. Doctor, you don't know, but you sent out an email January 2012, and that email went to our entire department. And I work in the evenings, and I said, I'll see if I can go to that meeting. I'll go to the meeting, slip out the back, head on. Certainly everybody will be there. 300 of our staff will be there, right? Got to the meeting, myself and another staff member was there, and our president and VP of membership, Liz Reed and Scott Garver, met me at the door, welcomed me in, and ushered me to the front of the room. Liz put me to work as timer, and this journey has begun since then. In Columbus Public Health, I serve as the director of the Healthy Neighborhoods Office. Our goal is transformation in Columbus neighborhoods around health, nutrition, physical fitness, and health advocacy of health concerns. Our City of Columbus Public Health Department has supported Toastmasters a number of ways. We provide meeting space for the City of Columbus Toastmasters Club free of charge. We provide leadership training opportunities for our district leadership. We also provide speech contests, meeting space for our club, area, and division contests. So it's exciting to welcome our president-elect this day. And at this time, I would like to share just another thank you. In Toastmasters, we have a series of mentors that are a part of our journey. And I want to personally thank Liz Reed from our Civil Service Division, who has been Not only is Liz the co-founder of the City of Columbus Toastmasters Club, she's been a mentor of mine, as well as Scott Garver. We appreciate your mentorship as well. Not only does the City of Columbus and Columbus Public Health support our home club through Division H opportunities, but this supports also our other divisions B and C, which is makes up our Columbus divisions, which is roughly 500 to 700 people. At this time, I'd like to introduce our club growth director for District 40, Kathy Donovan. And Kathy is not only previous president of our Dublin Advanced Toastmasters Club, but she also is a member of several other clubs within our district. Kathy?
Thank you, Jean. I'm standing in for Karen Isaacs, who's been delayed this morning. We really love the support that the Division of Public Health has given to Toastmasters in the City of Columbus. As you heard Jean say, not just this club, but other clubs who could not flourish without the interactions. Part of the Toastmasters program does talk about communication, but a big part of it is leadership. In fact, the tagline for Toastmasters is where leaders are made. And with the City of Columbus wanting to lead the way to to improve the health of our neighborhoods and our citizens, there could not be a more impactful program. And support of this program will continue. As Club Growth Director, I'm dedicated to bringing the Toastmasters program to even more individuals through speech craft classes that are free, through the additional clubs that we could build. We even have some clubs going on for folks who are in circumstances that need a lift. And that club is starting right now, and I'm thrilled with what some of these individuals have been able to do with their lives. The increase in their potential, their capabilities, and their understanding about how they themselves can impact the rest of the world. The world isn't doing something to them, they are changing the world by changing themselves. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Balraj Arunasalam, if I said that correctly, to present the award to the City of Columbus from Toastmasters International. Balraj Arunasalam from Sri Lanka. Go ahead and speak now and then present it.
Good morning to you. Good morning. I'm indeed humbled and honored to be here at the Public Health Department of the Columbus City, or City of Columbus. It's a great honor to be here and to see what the city has done to us and the Public Health Department has done to the Toastmasters program at large. I've been to many cities in the US. I've got even a key to the city ceremony, and then I've got a key of Delaware City. And we have discussed about our youth leadership program, right, which can impact children who may not be privileged to have programs such as ours. So we want to do everything that is possible that we can do to the club here and to the city itself to transform people's lives, and young and old, right? So on behalf of the organization, I'm here as the president-elect to appreciate your contribution to the Toastmasters program and to the District 40. It needs a large heart of some people, irrespective of the system, to be able to provide the facility for our leadership training, speech contests, and the club itself to meet here. I have no words to express than to say thank you for all what you do to Toastmasters and to the people of this city. It reminds me of a story, how we could impact our members to help the city. And I know all of you know 9/11. And when that happened, when that calamity happened, they needed someone on behalf of the firefighters department to speak about the incident. And they went around. There was one Toastmaster, they couldn't find someone, but there was one Toastmaster who had the experience of fighting that fire, who said, I will speak up. And because of Toastmasters, he was able to give his experience and the story behind the incident, and had the opportunity to travel to more than 50 countries to talk about that. So I request all the members of this club to take this program even more seriously. While you're having fun, see what an impact that you can create on behalf of the city through your membership, for all what the city does for you in giving this opportunity, and the greatest gift of all, Toastmasters. It's not about speaking. It's not about leadership. It's about life itself. Life itself. If Jean, and what an honor to be here on exactly the 5th year anniversary of an icebreaker speech, who was trembling at that time to stand here at the lectern as the division director of a large district. That's what is called transformation. We tremble when we start. We tumble and fumble when we start. But we gain confidence through the journey, and we are able to help people transform their lives so that they can change themselves to change the world. That's Toastmasters to me than speaking and leading. It's about honing different competencies, developing different competencies. And our new program, which will be launched to District 40 sometime this year, will provide the opportunity of learning 300 different competencies that one needs. And that's the life as a whole, probably. You could choose what you want at this point in time and then develop those skills and competencies. That's the power of the Toastmasters program that we are going to offer and we are yet to offer. So the best is yet to come in Toastmasters, while we have a 94-year-old program, 93-year-old program, which has worked well for us, which will just continue for the next 2 years parallelly. Enjoy the Toastmasters program. And I thank Dr. Long for being here to receive this award on behalf of Toastmasters International for all that the city has done and the contribution that this club has made. And I'm privileged and honored to just give this award to Dr. Long on behalf of Toastmasters International.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you so much. And actually, let me step back and say welcome. Welcome, obviously, to the, well, I'll put this right here, to the City of Columbus, to Ohio. Kathy, Scott, Liz, Jean, thank you so much for being a part of Transforming Lives. And President-elect Aruna Salam, do I say that correctly? Welcome both to the United States, to Ohio, and of course to Columbus. We're very proud to have you right here at Columbus Public Health. But clearly on behalf of our mayor and of course for our employees, and I think hopefully on behalf of all of our city employees, thank you so much. And clearly the notion of giving competencies, allowing and encouraging all of us to speak better, to lead better, and to transform lives. There's no doubt in my mind that Toastmasters and what it's about is a great companion to the work that we do in public health, which really is all about working with many partners, with many residents, but again, to protect health and to improve lives. As Jean said, transforming lives, whether it's in the neighborhood, if it's broadly, again, that is our commitment. So again, thank you so much. I do believe that Toastmasters likely has actually helped us change lives right here in Columbus, and I have zero doubt that it has been changing lives across the globe. So again, it's a wonderful, wonderful heritage, and obviously is preparing itself to move forward with new programming. So congratulations on that. So let me just stop, and again, on behalf of our mayor, Mayor Andrew J. Ginther, thank you for being here, for celebrating, and actually for those of us who are in the room who've been committed to Toastmasters, thank you so much. I actually keep thinking about how do we grow again. So let me step back and say I too have a personal history with Toastmasters. I actually can't quite remember the year. I was going down memory lane. I believe it was probably either 1990, 91, 92, back in an old public health building, that we started a Toastmasters group at Columbus Public Health. Actually, I was one of the founders back then, so thanks to those who've been founding of our new and our next generation of Toastmasters commitment. And it was an amazing experience. I actually was thinking, as Gene mentioned his icebreaker speech, what it meant for us and what it meant for me was an opportunity to come together. We probably had 15 to 18 regular members. We met over lunch, and there is zero doubt that we did get skills. But I would also say that probably what we did the most of was build relationships. There was such an ability as we walked through and went through our speeches. It's very set speeches, and as we took on some of the table topics, Jean just reminded me what that was called, where one must stand up and extemporaneously speak for 3 minutes on a topic you really know nothing about. So it was an amazing opportunity. But what we heard from our colleagues back then was about themselves, about their lives, and about aspects of their lives that they either had transformed potentially, that they were interested in changing. So we learned a lot. We laughed some. Actually, we laughed a lot too, but we definitely learned, and it was a relationship builder, and thinking about how there could be opportunities both in our organization, across the city, but really across our community, to think in new ways about how do we give people skills around public speaking, as well as leadership, and the opportunity to transform lives, their own and potentially others as well. That's an exciting vision to think about how we all could be a part of that. So again, while I personally have benefited, I think there is no doubt that our community is healthier, and I think a better community because of the amazing work of Toastmasters. So again, thank you so much for the recognition, for enhancing employee engagement through continuing support. It really is about helping to transform lives. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I think we welcomed another colleague, so welcome. And again, thank you so much on behalf of both our mayor, obviously our Columbus Board of Health, and all of our colleagues, both within the city and Columbus Public Health, for this high honor. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Dr. Long, for those heartfelt words, and I had no idea you were a former Toastmaster, or the City of Columbus had a Toastmasters Club. I thought we were the trailblazers for the City of Columbus with our club that we have going on right now, which is very awesome, I must say myself. President-elect, I have a couple questions for you, since we have you here. You traveled across the world to join us this weekend for our District 40 conference that we're having here in Columbus. We're hosting almost 200 Toastmasters from Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia for the District 40 conference. I want to know about the Corporate Recognition Award. Can you give us a little bit of history on that and what that actually means from a Toastmasters International perspective?
Okay, well, corporate recognition is given to only 2 corporate entities when when an international officer or an international director visits that district. And just very carefully selected, and give that honor to the people who really contribute to the community. It's not just the Toastmasters program alone, but community at large, right? The services that they render to help people hone the skills in communication and leadership and life skills per se. So that is a corporate recognition, and that's what as an organization we do, and that's the value of this award for especially contributing to people's lives through the Toastmasters program.
Thank you. The City of Columbus Toastmasters, which are housed right here in this building, we have, since our charter, we have been President's Distinguished Award winners all 5 years. Can you give us a little history of what the President's Distinguished Award means in Toastmasters International?
So the President's Distinguished status of a club, actually a health check to see how healthy the club is, right? Although that's one of the parameters that we have to measure the club's success and the stability of the club. And if you have achieved President's Distinguished status, which is the pinnacle of club awards, starting from Distinguished, Select Distinguished, and then President's Distinguished, you have really served your members. It's nothing more, nothing less. And you have honestly lived the spirit of Toastmasters where leaders have made, because you need to get 9 or 10 points, which is a maximum of 10 points to that award, gives you membership, education, leadership, which comes through innovation and involvement of club officers at training. That encompasses the recognition program called Distinguished Status, and I have to congratulate your club for having achieved President's Distinguished Status 5-6 years in a row, which calls for a celebration. I would like to congratulate all those people who are involved in holding this award for 6 years in a row. It's not an easy task because it takes service, the higher call of servant leadership in order to maintain that status continuously, and thank you for that.
Thank you. How appropriate. President's Distinguished Award determines the health of a club. We're a healthy organization here, aren't we? Just one more question for you. Tell us about, if somebody's out there thinking about or maybe just heard about Toastmasters, why should they get involved? Why should they join a Toastmasters? Maybe tell us a little bit about why you joined and then why it's important in general to join a Toastmasters club.
I'm waiting to share that story over the weekend why I joined Toastmasters. And so, in short, to keep it short, I joined Toastmasters only because I wanted to be a part of a social group that met every week or every 2 weeks at that time, way back in 1989, 28 years ago. I've been involved in that for 28 years. Why should someone join Toastmasters? They join Toastmasters for a variety of reasons. There's a common thinking that if you go to Toastmasters, you can learn speaking. And that's what they walk in the door to learn. But they realize that they join for speaking, but now they're leading. Not only leading the club, they're leading their organizations because of the Toastmasters program. So it goes beyond speaking. So one should join Toastmasters club, keeping their mind open. This is a buffet. There's an a la carte that you can choose from in order to develop yourself so that you could better contribute to your work, your family, and to your organization, and to yourself itself. Right? Because you could, by joining Toastmasters, one of those things that I have done very well is that I used to get angry every 2 minutes before I joined Toastmasters. I now don't know when I last got angry for something in my life. Toastmasters cured that problem. And who doesn't love to talk? Right? So I could talk, but I cannot speak. Only when I joined Toastmasters, I learned the power of listening. We sell a brand called confidence. We sell a brand called listening, which is common but uncommon in today's human society. People don't have the time to listen. So the Toastmasters program will give all these things and cure all your temporary sickness and put you right so that you can have a healthy life in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's hear it one more time. I just want to say two things. Go ahead, have a seat, please. I just want to say two things, and I'm going to turn it back over to Gene to close out for today. One thing that you mentioned that I always like to say is Toastmasters is a la carte. It really is. You can pick and choose what pieces and parts that you really want to put your whole heart and soul behind. If you really enjoy the leadership component of it, there are plenty of opportunities for you to get involved in leadership. If you just want to find your voice and increase your confidence, Toastmasters is the place for you. And lastly, that it's funny that you mentioned having bad days and being angry, because one of the things that I always get when I attend a Toastmasters meeting is just a feeling of satisfaction and joy when I leave that night. Liz and I talk about it a lot. You just always feel good when you attend a Toastmasters meeting, and you leave feeling better than when you came in that day. So that alone is creating healthy lives across the world. So thank you so much for everything that you do, President-elect. Thank you, Dr. Long, and I'm going to turn it back over to Jean.
Wow, what an experience today. Wanted to thank everyone who has taken part in this process. And a story came to mind as Dr. Long was talking on how I first came across Toastmasters. And I have to share this brief story, and then I want to introduce our district director who has joined us today. That brief story is this. I was first introduced to Toastmasters as a high school senior. In my parents' living room, my mother was giving her icebreaker speech and wanted me to give some feedback to her. Somewhere during that process in our living room, which I can see as clear as day, the thought came to my mind, maybe, just maybe, one day I'll be able to do that. Fast forward 25 years later, the email arrives from Dr. Long. So again, thank you, Dr. Long. At this time, I'd like to present our District 40 District Director, Karen Isaacs. I'll have her to give a few words and to close us out. Karen?
Good morning, everyone. What an amazing day it is. In terms of Toastmasters, it is a monumentous day because we get to celebrate many occasions right at one time. We have a special guest, our international president-elect is very excited to have you here and host you this weekend and to present our most prestigious award for the contributions that this employer does for Toastmasters. As having been a recipient of some of the space here for many of our events, we are just truly humbled and appreciative of all that you do for Toastmasters. So again, it's a day of celebration. Take this back to your club, take it back to your company, and show this is where lives change. It is a lifestyle change. And you've heard many of our testimonies. It has changed us from what we used to be to where we are today. And a common thread that you'll see among many of us is confidence. It has taken us to the next level to achieve things we probably would never imagine. Again, a day of celebration. I honor and I'm so proud to give this prestigious award to City of Columbus. We're very, very excited for all that you do. And with that, have a great day and celebrate, and we look forward to seeing you at the next celebration. Thank you.